Slovakia for that. Seemed like the phone was kind of tripping. Yeah, get back to what I was. Yep. So you're gonna have different mixed reactions and opinions about this Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, but that's still an indicator that we're entering more and more of a cashless society. With this Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, the pushing of the digital RFID chip and other alternatives to everything is being digital and cashless. So get back to some more different news articles.
Hello, Moto.
Yep, get back to central digital currency news.
Hello.
No, I'm not. Damn spam calls. Salakia. Back to what I was saying. This is part two of the M.O.T.B news updates as of June the 1st, 2026. So Salakia for that. It says thescreet.com. It says the federal government issues a bold prediction on the U.S. monetary policy. Let's read crypto with this news article. It says Fed Governor Christopher Walker makes a bold prediction at a conference in Croatia. It says the Federal Reserve Board Governor Christopher Waller shares a bold prediction on the monetary policy of the United States, and the instrument behind it will be stablecoin. It says Walter made the comments on while participating in the 32nd Durbanist Economic Conference in Croatia on May the 31st, which was yesterday. It says Waller said stablecoins will brighten global reach of the U.S. monetary policy. It says a stablecoin is a type of cryptocurrency that designed to maintain a fixed value of pegging in it to a real world asset, most commonly the U.S. dollar. Stablecoin issuers, right? Because you're gonna have the private stablecoin from the United States as well too, and then they're gonna push forth the Clarity Act. Issuers are supposed to hold liquidity assets to represent the U.S. dollar, such as the Treasury bills to back the token as their whole. Unlike volatile assets like Bitcoin, the BTC, one stablecoin holds the same value as a $1. During the discussion, Waller says the growing global popularity of stablecoins could amplify the influence of U.S. monetary policy. It says once a country adopts a U.S. peg stablecoin, it is going to import U.S. monetary costs and remarks. It means growing popularity stablecoins in these countries will be broaden the reach of U.S. monetary policies. He argued. So he's saying that the U.S. monetary policy is going to be good for this stable coin, this private stable coin, potentially to strengthening the U.S. dollar as well too. Despite the fact going to have other alternatives to potentially replace the U.S. dollar, because as we're seeing, the U.S. dollar is going to be a thing of the past because it's going to turn into digital. That's why they choose an alternative to that. This private stable coin, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency, while other countries move towards the central digital currency. So those was the latest news on that. Yep, it's Book of Revelations. Then I'm closed out. Revelations 13 and verse 16, and it calls of all, both small and great, rich or poor, right? This beast system, which is ruled by a man, he calls of all, both small and great, which are poor, free or bond, right? So interior part of 1% or 99%, especially from an economic perspective. It says to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? Once this be 100% fully institute among all the nations around the world, with this 15-minute smart cities, this brain chip, this neural link, this digital RFID chip, digital digital money, digital ID, Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, and we're leaning towards that directions. Revelations 13 and verse 17, in that no man might buy or sell, right? Because once you have all this being implemented in your right hand, your foreheads, because your financial information, your medical information, your personal information, especially your financial information, this is going to be stored in your right hand, your foreheads to make purchases, to buy and sell. It says that no man might buy or sell, right, unless you got that charagma in your right hand, your foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, right? Doesn't matter what race you are, upper caste. Doesn't matter what race you are as a man on this planet Earth, even if you're upper class, lower class. It says that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the charagma or the name of the beast or the name or the number of his name. Revelations 13 and verse 18, here is wisdom, let him have understanding. Count the number of the BST, for it is a number of a man, right? A man rules the speed system. And his number is SIX, 303 squared SIX. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying of the M.O.T.B news updates for part 1 and part 2 as of June the 1st, 2026. As we start to see more and more of the market of beasts being fully implemented, more and more of the cashless society being implemented, the more and more of this Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency is going to lead to the final pushes and increasing of the market of beasts that they want to implant in your right hand, your foreheads to buy or sell. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and the Heavenly Father, that you name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. The Lashon Kodash, the Holy Tongue, and I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwa. Till next time, I would say Kwame Sharala and Abba Shalom.